Hello everyone, and welcome to Clint Spade Outdoors, and for another episode of Fowl Friday. Sorry for not posting here in past 2 weeks, just been real busy hunting, scouting, working the holidays, so I just haven't been able to get around to posting anything, so sorry about that. But on this episode, we're going to talk about hunting waterfowl whenever it's freezing cold, lots of ice, temperatures in single digits below. So, I want to say the most important thing is finding open water. Like there on New Year's Day, we had a hunt and ended up shooting 3 mallards off of it, and we found the birds midday, and they're just sitting there in one of the only pieces of open water on the creek. I mean, everything's froze. It was 15 degrees, windy with a single digit wind chill. We kicked the birds out, and then we set some decoys there in the open water hole, and it was real hard to hide. They came in and they flared, so we changed our hide a little bit, tried to blend in a little bit more, and they came in, they flared again, so we ended up thinking, well, we'll pull the decoys because they want to be here, so they definitely want to be here, so why should we have decoys? As we were pulling decoys, they came by again, and they flared. But then we pulled the decoys, and then they came back in, and they just, no calling, no nothing. They just dumped in, never circled. So, one thing to keep in mind, when you find open water, sometimes you don't always need decoys, especially if it's a little water hole, and all you got is just some ducks there. Wouldn't worry about putting any decoys, especially if it's a small water hole and you're going to be right on the edge. I'd say don't worry about decoys. Just have a good hide set up and you should be good. I mean, when there's not much open water, the birds want to be wherever there's open water. So if you find open water, you're golden. And also understand how to set decoys spread for when you're hunting geese. When you're hunting geese, you really want a lot of sleeper shells on the flat, clean spots of the ice all around. If you haven't ever took notice, when it's real cold, geese, they just line up along the edge of the ice, just sleeping. You'll have a couple that are standing, you might have a couple in the water, but majority of them, they'll just be there sleeping. And here, I got a video that I took of a bunch of geese I found on the river when it was iced up and everything else, and they were just getting ready to take off, so most of them were all in the water, but you can just show that kind of how they were. They're getting ready to fly off. It was in the evening, which they were on a 1-a-day feed. They were leaving about a little after 4, but you can see here in the video that they're all just getting ready. They're all swimming, starting to, when I first drove by, a lot of them were on the ice, just starting to stand up, and see them stretching, getting ready to prepare to fly. So check this little video out. As you can see there in the video, they're all along the ice getting ready to take off. So, and it's definitely a big open water area, and that's where the birds wanted to be. Couldn't hunt the area because it was right inside of town and borough limits. But if that would have been somewhere where you could hunt, that would have been a real good spot because they wanted to be there. That was where they were loafing, and they're just chilling on the ice. So another thing is, we had another hunt, and there was only a couple open water holes on the river. Everything was pretty much very solid. And basically, just want to make things look as realistic as possible. and when you're hunting traffic birds bouncing from water hole to water hole. This spot, we didn't have birds at. They were using other water holes, but we couldn't hunt them either with how the ice was. Not safe enough to get to there, too far from an island, but we were able to hunt this spot. So we set up and hunting traffic geese. We got one, and it was whenever we had a whole bunch of geese come by, we were out retrieving and down birds, which really screwed us. So, but basically they were bouncing from water hole to water hole. And then main thing is, if you have, is to get the birds to come to that water hole, because we had a water hole up above, the birds went to that, and then that ended up really hurting us because every bird just kept going to that. It's really hard to compete when you against live birds. So we ended up flushing those birds, able to try to flush those birds out of there. We were able to get them flushed out, but it was tough. So basically, the big thing is when you're hunting this type of real cold weather and everything's freezing, is find open water. That's your biggest thing. You find open water, you're going to be in good shape. Things just didn't go too well with that one hunt, but we were in a good spot. So basically, find open water. That is the most important thing whenever you're hunting real late season birds when it's really cold. Find open water. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching it. And please like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more episodes on Fowl Friday and other episodes about other things. Thank you, and have a good day.